You got your headphone in still?
I mean, I don't have to wear it.
Yeah, because we're not listening to memes anymore. Which you guys can enjoy catching us live whenever we're doing it, inconsistently
Oh, we back?
on the
We're so
inconsistent podcast.
We're so back. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
We've been recording consistently this
we've
whole
been
time.
no, you guys are just crazy.
You
You
guys
guys haven't
didn't
seen the
watch. Yeah,
uploads.
it just
That's what it
there.
is. We're definitely not gaslighting you.
So where do we start today?
Oh,
Inconsistent light. Are we not starting?
oh yeah, we're starting.
Okay, then we'll
Well,
start.
welcome to the Inconsistent Podcast. I'm Joyce. I am Inconsistent Light, joined by Inconsistent.
We just started saying we're not inconsistent, then you're like doubling down and like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're inconsistent. I'm lying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are. I can't handle a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome back to the Matty Light.
All right. See you later, guys. I guess I'm done.
The MattCast. I'm Matty Light, joined by my co-host Matty Heavy. Um, sorry about not posting in a while.
It's
I've
been like a while.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that is a while.
yeah. And the last 2 weeks I've been working like 12s and a lot of overtime shift.
Yeah, just 12-hour shifts, but it's
Yeah.
4 days, 3 hour, 4 days, and it's just so tiring.
And also starting up school now too. But we're hoping to get it a little bit more consistent with now that my workflow has started to figure itself out. But we missed a lot of stuff, and we're gonna just glance over it. So I want to go back to
Yeah.
glance over it before we get to like the most recent stuff. So I wanted to go back to March Madness and like how that ended up finishing out because after I kind of quit watching. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know that Iowa lost. I don't remember to who for the
Oh,
women's
for the
side,
women's.
and then the men's side it was UConn because I kept making the UConn suck on my dick joke the entire time.
That's a good one, actually.
Can you even look up March Madness? You might have to like Google it on the or
No scores.
what type of set we running around here?
So we'll just go to
Oh,
women's
that's right. It was South Carolina because
Gamecocks.
yeah. I remember like just seeing their highlights. They just looked like they just kept not
So
but they more physical than the other teams.
we watched Iowa versus UConn when we were at Jerseys,
Yes.
and yeah,
But
everybody
Iowa was like behind for most of
they
the
were
game.
up until like the last couple seconds.
Yeah.
We didn't catch the South Carolina.
Which like wasn't like the UConn loss because like they did something like one of the girls something kind of
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah, she had a illegal screen, and like a lot of people were calling it like rigged, but like it was a clearly blatant illegal screen. Yes, in the NBA they haven't called a lot of those in late game, but like at least in the NCAA they were being consistent with like
They're being consistent. It's I mean they're not. It's different.
yeah.
Fucking...
It was a huge controversy back in early April. Oops.
Oops.
Um. Was that the championship? No, it wasn't. Oh, maybe.
No, that's
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah. Iowa lost to South Carolina. Caitlin Clark ended up, not getting her championship.
Yeah, but she got drafted first overall pick to some team.
WNBA.
Yeah, I know it's the WNBA. I just don't know the team.
One thing that I've been seeing is that like apparently this was like the most anybody's watched the WNBA draft, like by rocket numbers, and like
Same thing with like the actual women's March Madness.
yeah,
Which like I think some can be said on the media that like they don't push it enough, but I don't know. I guess they finally had some compelling stories. I had no idea who this Caitlin Clark lady was.
yeah. until everything started. Yeah,
Yeah, everyone was talking about it. Like, and it was supposed to be like, hey, how do you not know who this lady
yeah.
is? Did you know who this lady was? Like,
I knew about her last season.
mm-hmm,
That's just because I do pay attention to basketball.
mm-hmm.
But like even for like the non-basketball people, they started knowing who the fuck Caitlin Cross was.
Yeah, dude,
Um,
she's a fucking cutout at my local grocery store.
yeah. But Purdue ended up losing to UConn for the men's 75-60, which I'm kind of surprised because Purdue has like a fucking foot tall motherfucker.
And Drew Brees was at the game, probably.
Uh, we'll go back to the fateful night that Iowa State lost. Iowa State lost to Illinois 62-69.
Yeah,
And that game
we'll play
was
like ass.
they played like ass. I watched that game and like there was multiple times that they could have easily tied it up and then continue to like run up the score and keep their like uh Illinois' fucking drought going.
Mm-hmm.
But they would do like a dumb lob or some like kind of
Did you
show
watch it
offy
with a
play.
friend?
Yes, I did watch it with a friend.
Did you have to like control yourself not to like?
Yes.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yes, I very much had to. And then towards the end, like even when it was getting close, I was just like, all right, I need to go get a beer.
Yeah, you're like,
It's
I
like
got it.
I need the fucking
That's why at a certain point you're just like, I'm just gonna turn this off.
well, like it was actually like up until like the last second, it
Mm.
was like Iowa State still had a chance. Like if I could show you like a chart of like who's gonna win.
You should be able to. They should if you click on they do the win percentages. You just click on the game. Oh, that works. Yeah,
Yeah,
right there.
see, like pretty much all the way through, it was like neck and neck, all the way up until
At
the
Quick
last
Trip,
second.
there's a
Until it was
it looks
world
close.
like
of
Illinois
refreshing
was
possibilities
in
at your
command for
fingertips.
much
Very
Fountain,
much consistent.
fresh brewed or
Iowa State
frozen?
tied it maybe
The
a
only
couple
question
times,
is,
and then they do one of those
first?
showboaty plays, and
QT,
then immediately
more
fucking
than a gas
start losing
station.
the lead. That's consistently how it works.
I mean, if you were to look at it stats wise, is the team that shoots the most threes, do they tend to win more of the games?
Yes, and
Because
so
that's
like
that's a stat that I'm seeing here.
so usually you like to have all like the big ones rebounding inside the paint and threes, but usually whoever has more of either one of those will end up winning it or pulling away.
Are those when you're saying inside the paint, are those the field goal percentage?
Field goal percentage is just anywhere from like inside the court, like just for shooting.
Wait,
Field
what?
goal is shooting, just like
That's
yeah.
dumb. Why is it called field goal?
I never understood. I just
A,
didn't.
they're not playing on a field,
Yeah,
and B, not making a call it a
yeah.
goal,
At
but
Quick
like
Trip,
Like
there's a
in all
world of
these,
refreshing
except
possibilities
for
at your
3-point shooting.
fingertips. Fountain, fresh brewed or frozen? The only question is, what'll you pour first? QT, more than a gas station.
But in all of them, like Iowa State or Illinois was leading in field goal percentage, turnovers, and rebounds. Oh, I just realized the sound point for you guys. And Iowa State had the better 3-point percentage. And obviously, whoever's controlling more of the percentages is going to pull away. It's not like with individual sports where like if you know the fucking just point out, you're gonna pull away. But even if you control like one of them, it'll still kind of keep it close. My co-host has left me. But yeah, like as you can see, like Illinois
sorry,
controlled
blood started forming in my stool.
Illinois controlled four of the or three of the four stats. While Iowa State controlled one, but they kept it close here and they kept it close in rebounding.
Mm.
And that's why the game was a lot closer than it could have been. And then they outshot them in 3-point shooting.
Cool.
Yeah. Just a fun little
Well, that's nice to turn
tidbit.
back the clocks and
Yeah. And
Next, we'll
then
be looking at the 1997 Super Bowl
yeah.
championships.
Next we'll be looking at a fallen hero,
Oh,
OJ Simpson.
pouring one out for the homies.
Yeah. Pour one out. He passed away of cancer, was it last week?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Last like Saturday.
Yeah. And like
Do you think he did it?
he was acquitted. Legally they said no, but then also some jurors came out and said, yeah, this was payback for Rodney King. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
so is faulty then? Or like
Yeah, that's a hung
yeah.
jury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
technically it was
even
a hung jury, but yet like, they never did a retrial.
yeah.
So
And if one of the fucking detectives didn't call OJ the N-word, and
yeah.
I like there's a theory that's going around that it's OJ's son that did it.
Yeah, I
Have you
remember
seen
hearing
that?
that theory.
It's an interesting one.
It was one that came out short, like right around when everything first started going on. Then, like when the story get brought back up, I think at like 10 years after it happened.
I think most people just they're like, "What? Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up!" Wait, no, it's probably OJ.
and like there was some evidence, but enough to be like argued out of.
So, like, if we were in the upper crust and they're like, "Hey guys, OJ wants to hop on your guys' podcast," or like he wants to go golfing with you guys, I would 100% go like hang
I
out with
yeah,
OJ.
I would too. I just would hide all the knives.
I would not do it in my own home.
Yeah,
Like, I would do it in public.
yeah. I don't want him to know where I live.
Yeah, I would definitely like I'd take precautions,
Yeah,
but like I wouldn't say no.
yeah. This yeah. I mean,
Now, if I got invited to a P Diddy party, I would say no.
yes,
But
definitely would say
like,
no to P Diddy,
but
but
everything else, nah, that's fine.
yeah, all that eh. Um, talking about OJ Simpson signed jersey, like trying to get a jersey or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
now
would. I mean,
it's gonna be
I definitely you could do one of those custom
yeah,
jerseys and then just what 32 and then
yeah,
Simpson on the back.
but it'd be very hard to get an original signed
Oh,
by
you fuck,
OJ.
it's
Yeah,
impossible. I mean,
impossible.
impossible now, but
But
like,
like even like the prices for them now have probably shot up like a fuck ton.
yeah, yeah.
And I think it's funny that like he's became like a meme.
I mean, he makes himself. He kind of
Yeah,
makes himself like what like, hey, OJ Mahomes
yeah.
here. Like that's funny. I think he has a good
Um,
sense of humor on it, especially
yeah.
like that one clip where he was like,
A goober, dude.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fucking move, man. That's
He's
because
like
you know he's
he's
like
sitting there PTSDing out on her.
I like there's all the comments where it's like, is there any like deathbed confessions?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know I definitely, cried a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, look at his records, dude. What was it? Fucking
4,000
4,000.
or I don't know. Look at that OJ. And here's the thing too. It's not even like an 18 game span like it is now. It was like a 14. So maybe yeah, he rushed. I thought it was like 4,000 yards or over 2,000 yards
He
in
is one of
14
the
games.
only players in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a 14-game season, and the only player to rush for over 200 yards in 6 different games in his career.
Is OJ Simpson a Hall of Famer? I doubt it.
Was a former Hall of Famer and broadcaster.
Took it away from him.
Damn. Former Hall of Famer.
Well, there's Pro Football Hall of Fame OJ.
Um, Simpson averaged
5.1.
1,500 rushing yards per game, 14-game season, 5.1 yards per carry.
That's pretty good, man.
He won the NFL rushing title 4 times. I mean, great fucking career,
But
but they didn't have to get trampled by,
false
false
allegation.
allegation. Dude, if that got clipped, oh, dude,
Oh
we're
yeah,
fucked.
done. I think most people chalk it up to like, they're dumb kids. But
Yeah, we're drinking beer.
I like asking my mom where I was just like, so what? And she goes, I really didn't care. Like, I'm not a big sports
Yeah.
person. She's like, I never watched the Naked Gun movies. She was like,
Yeah.
it was another day for me.
Like, oh,
Oh,
OJ.
yeah. I should ask my dad. Like, so yeah, what do you think about?
What are your opinions on OJ Simpson?
Actually, not my dad. Again,
So then,
damn, I didn't realize that he played in the '70s.
oh wow.
Yeah, my parents weren't even born, and they were 1 years old when. I guess not 1 year, but I mean, whenever he was doing the Russian titles.
Well, I would ask my dad, but
Yeah,
yeah, he's kind of.
yeah, yeah. That's David. Oh no, but even David, he wasn't. Like, we got to ask someone that's like it's probably our grandparents.
Oh, my grandparents are all dead.
Yeah, okay, I get that. I got to ask my grandparents.
Well, then I'll ask like my uncles. Then
Are they old enough?
yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't ask any of my siblings because they're all born after OJ's career.
Isn't it kind of different, or isn't it kind of weird how differently AJ Hernandez's stuff was kind of dealt with than OJ's?
Fucking Aaron Hernandez,
Who would I say?
AJ Hernandez.
Oops. Yeah, Aaron Hernandez. AJ Hernandez. Who's that?
Yeah, I was like, the fuck.
AJ Hernandez is somebody. Go on. I'm a.
Um, so I never really paid attention. Like, I didn't know about Aaron Hernandez except like alleged murder. Um,
Oh, AJ Hernandez is like people call Aaron Hernandez AJ Hernandez.
oh, okay, all
Same
right. So
thing.
you were right.
Okay, I did.
What?
Well, by accident, I
Yeah.
didn't know that until.
Um, I just know he fucking murdered someone.
Yeah, I tried watching that docu series that was on
Yeah,
Netflix for a little bit. It was just it
'cause I
didn't really
remember,
suck me in.
I remember seeing that thing where like, uh, the Florida Gators, like the '07 Florida Gators,
Mm.
was just like full of fucking, criminals except for fucking Tim Tebow.
So during 2013 offseason, Hernandez was arrested and charged for the murder of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional player who was dating the sister of Hernandez's fiance. Following his arrest, Hernandez was immediately released. That's not what I'm looking for. But okay, he killed one guy who was dating his sister's fiance. What?
Were they lesbian?
Uh,
Or was it another dude? And he just killed him because he's gay, because that's a hate crime. Especially in this day and age. But yeah, like there was also a fuck ton of other people on that team that had like DUIs, GTA charges,
yeah,
theft, uh,
fucking
bribes,
Gronk has never said anything about
that season
yeah, because I mean, he was
on
like
that team.
yeah, he was locker mates with Hernandez, I
Huh.
believe.
So either Gronk just didn't know, or he's just he's just keeping quiet.
Yeah,
Which honestly, at this point, his silence probably just needs to stay that way until his deathbed.
he was also found guilty of 5 firearm charges
Oh, sick. Who else was on that team? I'm forgetting their names, but like I remember.
from the Gators or
Yeah,
from when he was on the Patriots.
the Gators
That's a good question.
of like the criminal squad.
2007 to 2009. I'll do the 2009 one first. Janoris Jenkins, Jeff Demps, Brendan Fraser. Oh, Brandon Fraser. Excuse me, not Brendan. Joe Hayden. Is there like a specific one they?
Like of the other criminals on the team, alleged criminals.
Okay.
I'm sure some of them were proven to be, criminals, but individuals, star of the show.
I'm not finding it, and
Okay.
it's taking me to a whole bunch
It's
of
taking too
different-
long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
We're
rest
gonna
in
end up
peace to
being
the
on a
goat.
list. Yeah.
So
then that leads us into the next part. Baseball has started back up in opening season, which has been
yeah, let's take a look at the standings.
for MLB.
No, for the WNBA because that's what we
Okay.
were just talking
Yeah.
about.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't know why you asked.
I'm
Oh,
kind of
also, I just saw fantasy pop up. Through our fantasy app, we can start setting up the league.
the league now. Okay. All right. So
So Yankees are leading the American League East
yep.
at 13-6.
Dude, I'm getting blinded.
I
by the
know that's
fucking
what I'm
sun.
splitting.
I'm like,
The Central, the Guardians are leading 13-6. Seeing a trend. The Texans are leading 11-9. Damn, Houston is doing ass right now. In the NL, Braves are leading 12-5. In the Central, Milwaukee, and I'll put in the Cubs are tied at 11-6, and the Cubs are
yep.
11-7 respectively. Oh, and you got to put in Pittsburgh,
Oh
11-8.
yeah, 11-8
So yeah, it's pretty tight in the Central right now, except for the Cardinals who can't do
in the
fucking
Reds.
fuck all. Even though I mean, honestly, they're 2 games
I
back.
like that it's fucking like. I mean, it's fairly tight.
It's tight.
But like how like the top
It's-
3 are all 11 wins.
And then the bottom 2 are 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is there's like the win one, they lose one.
Yeah.
They win one. It's so fucking flip floppy. And then in the West, no surprise there, the fucking Dodgers are up 12.
Well, the Padres are right behind them too.
Yeah, which again, like, and then
That one's all pretty tight except for the Rockies.
yeah,
Poverty team.
Poverty. Yeah, I think so. Like them, the Marlins are having a rough go of it. The
Yeah.
White Sox are having a rough go of it. And then you look at every other team. I mean, Astros are having everyone else is.
Marlins.
I mean, it's too early in the season for you to start saying like teams are bad.
Well, we can always say the Rockies are bad because they've been consistently
Yes.
bad.
Yeah.
The
No,
Marlins are kind of wishy-washy.
Didn't they go to the playoffs last
Yeah,
year?
they were in the playoffs last year, but then the season before they were fucking.
Well, they just got a new the Skip Schumacher is their new
Oh,
head
okay.
coach, who was a former Cardinal.
White Sox ass right now. They're
Yeah, 3-15 is pretty ass.
Yeah. And oh, dude, fucking the AL East,
It's
all
pretty
super
close.
tight.
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox are right up there. It's like even if like a Yankees fan was to talk shit on Boston, like, oh, you guys are at the bottom. It's just like, dude, we're
By fucking
3 games behind you.
If they fucking go to town and they fucking granted, I think the Yankees would still be on top because they have less wins, but I mean, look, yeah, the 3.5
Yeah.
games back. So
I want to look at the overall, just in general.
looks like Atlanta and New York. So no
Yeah.
surprises there. Honestly, I don't think I would have put New York.
I don't want to put KC up there either. KC is 12-7 right now.
Yeah. We should go. We need to go to some of these sporting events that are
Yeah.
around our area, man.
Well, we could definitely catch a Royals game sometime this year.
Yeah, we could go to a Royals game. I was thinking more fucking Storm Chasers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could go to Storm Chasers.
Yeah.
The
Storm Chasers,
Royals AAA team.
Yeah.
I remember when they were still the Omaha Royals. That
Before
was
my
always
time.
very confusing. Like to me as a kid, I was just like,
I have a little merchandise.
I don't know if I have any merchandise, but I know I have a ball from when Drake University or Drake Bulldogs had that Cinderella story in the College World Series. They like barely snuck into the College World Series, ended up going all the way to win, and I was there at the last game. I don't know how my dad like got fucking tickets for that game, but we were there at the last one. And I
That's
ended up
pretty
getting a
good.
ball at the game.
Do you remember when the Omaha they were the Omaha Spike before the Omaha Royals?
No.
Yeah, that's I had like a teddy bear when I was a kid. It was like a baseball with a railroad spike through it, and I had look it up. Like when you're fucking like a 6-year-old kid, yeah, look up Omaha Spikes. Do images. Yeah. So
Oh wow.
you see these, and it's just like, what am I looking at here?
Like you can kind of see, like I get what they're going for, like the O of
Oh,
Omaha.
I get it,
Yeah.
but like when I was a kid, I had no idea. But yeah, that should have been the predecessors to the.
Oh wow, it looks like potentially. Oh,
I
it's a
think they.
baseball club now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for like men's league or kind of like stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which is like, so that was surprising. That was something I didn't know was a thing. Like men's league baseball, where like it's actual like legit 9 inning games, and
Yeah.
like a lot of them are just like, I hate to say it, but like washed up college and high school players
Yeah.
that like just can't get over that they didn't make it.
Yeah, that they still
Yeah.
truly love the
Or like they
game.
just like,
It's a hobby.
yeah. And like then
Better
it's
than
just a good
murdering
hobby.
your
Yeah.
wife and waitress, man, or
Yeah.
waiter. So like, fuck it, man.
And like,
Allegedly.
allegedly. You gotta allegedly. But
Allegedly.
there has been, with starting opening season, there's been already a bunch of egregious fucking terrible calls in the in a lot of
If
them
we had the editing prowess, you would see a compilation.
of like, yeah.
But if you saw the stream, they were there.
Yeah, they were there.
So
Like Angel Hernandez, that dude. I watched three pitches. Three pitches. It was the Oilers and
the Oilers,
the Houston Oilers?
Astros,
Astros? No.
yeah,
Who's is there a team called the Oilers?
no, never in
No.
baseball. The Houston Oilers were the football team that moved
Okay.
to
Well,
Tennessee back in like
Orioles or whatever the fuck. It starts with an O. Is it Boston? They're like orange and black.
that's Baltimore,
Baltimore? Okay.
dude.
Dude, I'm fucking up. Baltimore
Orioles,
Orioles. Orioles.
Oros.
But yeah, fucking I forgot who they're playing against.
It's not important now.
It's not important now.
Fuck that
But
team
yeah.
up too.
But yeah, like the first pitch, like it was a fucking
The Montreal Expos, I believe. They're playing the Expos.
it was a fucking no count at like it was 0 strikes, 0 balls. And the first pitch was literally on the left hand in literally the left-handed batter's box.
Mm-hmm.
And he called a strike. And then the dude just takes it a little bit farther outside the box. Called it a strike again.
Which, like, here's the thing: if you're the pitcher and he's calling that,
Yeah.
and you know that they're not gonna be able to like hit it or they're
Yeah.
not gonna swing at it, fucking yeah, keep
Yeah.
throwing it in that area. Like,
And then like it started off at like 3 inches, like off the plate. Then it went up to like 4.5 inches. Then the final pitch was 6.5 inches off the fucking plate.
yeah,
And even the announcers are like, what the fuck is he seeing right now?
Well, I think it's just all throughout baseball that like who is the one person that's like, I think Aaron Hernandez, or not Aaron Hernandez, excuse me, Angel Hernandez is doing a great job. He's not messing anything up. He's just doing his job.
It's not the MLB.
They can't because it's a union.
Yeah.
They can't like the only thing they can do is not put him in playoff games.
Yeah.
So it's like you are a liability.
Yeah.
Like that is
You are
the
legit
only
just
thing they can do. They can't fire him because
No.
I think he's that's technically a tenure if you want
Yeah.
to look at it that way. So there's nothing you can do except for just the fans continuously bullying him,
Yeah.
hoping he just leaves.
And like I looked at what was it? Why last season I looked at why Angel Hernandez has not been fired. And like the whole process just to become an MLB umpire,
Mhm.
you're usually in your 40s by the time. Like if you started right out of high school, went to umpire school, and you started at fucking
Wait, is that a real thing?
there is
Umpire
actually
school?
an umpire school.
I thought that
It
was
is
just
actually
some
no,
made
it
up
is an
name
actual
from How I Met Your mother. I was
no,
just like,
it is
whatever.
legit an actual school. It's a collegiate school, and you like they have an instructor, and there's just a bunch of dudes in their umpire get up, practicing doing this, fucking doing the signals.
That has to be. You must. Have
I'm
gone
not
a
even fucking
fake-
with you, dude.
A fake.
I
account.
deep dived into this, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like this is actually a thing, and but like you started it like right out of high school, like you can apply for it and whatnot. This is your dream. You got bullied in high school for not making the baseball team. You're like, I'll show them.
I was always picked last.
Yeah, like that's the type of people I feel like that to show up to it. But yeah, and then you start at like middle school and high school level as like an umpire, like legit. Like once you get your certification, you start there.
I'm sure that's like
And then
That's
like
probably how most of them. I'm sure that's not how all umpires get picked. Is you have to go through the school.
it's legit as like a certification school. Yeah,
But I'm sure I'm saying that it's probably not a requirement.
I'm
It's probably
like
one of those
maybe
things
for
that
like
like
little league and stuff, it's not a requirement.
yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have to do it for like you're doing something local, but I
yeah,
don't. This I feel like I would have heard of it sooner if it was like a legit thing that
it's a
like.
legit thing. Look
But
at
like I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm just saying like
yeah.
I don't think that every umpire needs to be a
They
graduate
and then
of this collegiate
they start off
school.
at umpiring in high school. They usually sit there for a hot minute. Then they go up to fucking college if like, they actually progress and they show they're not ass. That's legit what it is. It's just like they have like a whole review board to it too. And then you go into college, and then from college you go into the minor leagues.
This doesn't sound right.
I'm not even fucking with you. 100%. It's just
No, I'm pretty sure you could just go online and like apply like I want to be a baseball
oh
umpire,
yeah.
and like they'll just like
That was that
all
interview
right,
process goes. No felonies? Alright, cool. You're umpire.
diddle kids, all right, safe for now, I
Yeah.
guess.
And it's like you can umpire game 7 of the World Series. Alright, here's your Do you know anything about baseball? No.
Nah,
Alright, cool. Get up there, dog.
yeah, I watched the game once.
How old
Sounds
were
good.
you? 4.
4.
What'd you do at the game? I was in the play area the whole time. My dad was pretty pissed off. Parents were fighting. They got divorced a week later. Um, yeah, I'm telling you, dude, it's like a legit thing.
Why,
Jules, the star of the show.
come here, come here. All right,
But yeah, like, and then the one that I showed you, the Angel Hernandez calling it a fucking swing.
that shit is hilarious too.
Oh, dude, like,
Especially since like
he
if
literally,
you're not sure, you can point to the other
yeah,
the line judge and go like, "Hey,
yeah, and like,
what?"
here's
I
literally
think
a swing. Like, he goes like this and then pulls back, and they're like, that's a swing.
I think the crew chief, or I don't know if the home plate umpire has the final thing. I think it's the crew chief. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
If he's like a tenured guy, he probably gets crew chief a
A
lot.
lot. Yeah.
Which I'm assuming. Okay, so to go back on I feel like other umpires are
Mhm.
probably like no, like Angel Hernandez is one of our like tenured like
Mhm.
he's the kind of
He's a veteran.
yeah.
Like, he's been in, like,
But I'm sure there's other umpires that are like, dude, you're fucking this
yeah.
up. He's the like maybe he's in the conspiracy that he wants to get the virtual
Yeah.
umpires.
And he's just like part of it. He's gonna get a kickback from
Yeah,
it.
he's gonna get a kickback from
Yeah.
it to get those other umpires out of the job.
Yeah.
He's in on the conspiracy.
Huh. That's an interesting take. And honestly, I could believe it just with how he's been
Yeah.
umpiring the last 3 seasons,
And
including this one.
Who's gonna
Yeah. Everyone just thinks he's a geriatric old fuck.
yeah, who's gonna he could be the
Yeah.
smartest motherfucker.
He could just be out there like masterminding fucking red
How much
thread.
money can you give? Can you look that up? How much money you make from being an MLB umpire?
I'm gonna type up Angel Hernandez.
Andrew Hernandez net worth. That would be it's just like, why are you a millionaire, dog?
$430,000 when reaching
It's just a
30
small
years.
segment.
First of all, baseball salary or the base salary of 400,000 is a small segment. This is increased to 430,000 when reaching 30 years of service.
God damn, you have to play you have to umpire for 30 years. Unless you get like a $10,000.
Dude, he has a whole Wikipedia page.
Oh yeah, of course.
He started umpiring in the Florida State League in
That just proves
1981.
that he went to school, dumbass. It just shows that that's where he went to umpire.
Literally a Reddit thread. How does Angel Hernandez still have a job? MLB fans call for Angel Hernandez job after another.
Dude, all you did was look up Angel Hernandez, and we wondered how much he made. The rest are all about how bad he is at his
How
job.
bad he is at his job. Literally the first 2 things.
Look up, is Angel Hernandez retiring? Let's see if there's a.
Despite the
Not
ongoing
chosen.
debate and
Oh
disputes.
boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
And you know what's even worse, dude? I gotta pee again.
Oh my god.
Well, I did just chug like half a gallon of water before this.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
if you want to still be talking ill of Angel Hernandez,
can we move on to another? Okay.
next one's UFC.
And you want to be here for that? Okay. Well, I guess I'm here. Andrew Hernandez. I guess no comment. That is new that I've already not said. I don't know. People like to complain, I guess. I hope he can edit this out, but I don't think he can. Those are really fucking. What do they call that? Aaron, what do they call that? Fence sitters? Yeah. Those are, in my opinion, yeah, he's dog shit at his job. He should definitely get fired, but you can't because of the union. So, I don't know. You just keep signing petitions and doing Reddit posts, but it's not going to get anywhere anytime soon from what I'm seeing. Fucking UFC fired a few of their judges back in the day.
Huh?
I'm just talking to myself, man.
How's that going?
Not well. I wanted to move off topics because I had nothing else to say. And you're
All
like,
right.
nope, we're just let you fucking drown.
I'll let you spiral out of control. All right, and then I'll break this over to here so that they can see it, and then I will shift this over. So, I'm not even close the blinds because holy fuck, dude. Oh no.
You gotta pull down, dummy.
All right.
We need to get some lighting in here, dude.
Yeah, imagine when people come over and they just see like professional lighting in
I'm
the
not
front
saying
room.
all that. I'm saying like a legit light here. The closest light is that chandelier, a fucking full story up, and then that little fucking also like what do they call those booby lights?
The titty light.
The titty light, fucking a story up. Anyway, yeah, UFC 300. What? There's only a few decisions.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the only fight that went to a decision that was boring, in my opinion.
Let's start off with the early prelims. Did you watch any of them?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. I was working my way there, but no, I just
Well, I wanted to start from the beginning of the night.
yeah, and I was just saying, like overall, like the overall
Oh,
assessment, it
yeah.
was a really good night
Yes.
for fights. When did you remember when you came in? Because
I showed up at
do
7
you remember who was fighting?
for Holly Holm and Kayla Harrison.
I don't think you watched the Sadiq Yusuf versus Diego.
No, I
Lopez.
didn't. I think this was the first fight
Okay.
that I watched.
So yeah, so the start of the night, fucking Davis and Figueredo submitted Cody Garbrandt. Honestly, this is I think his first time or second time fighting at bantamweight. He looked really good. He looked really good at bantamweight. So honestly, kind of excited to see him stick at this weight. Cody Garbrandt didn't retire. He said he's gonna continue fighting.
Yeah.
And who knows what's gonna happen to him next. But yeah, he got submitted in the second round.
402.
Yeah, so
Rear naked.
yeah.
That's a great way to start off the fucking
Yeah, it was a
300.
banger.
Yeah.
I personally had Cody winning.
Mhm.
Not like by the rounds. He
Yeah.
lost both those rounds. Fucking yeah, he just wasn't. But I mean, Davison looked really fast and slick.
Yeah.
Going next, man. This was a slaughter. Jim Miller kept it competitive. But Jim Miller, I mean, he survived the onslaught of Bobby Green.
Mhm.
Bobby Green was just piecing him up
Yeah.
the whole time, talking shit to his face while he was doing it. But yeah, Jim Miller didn't look too good after this fight. Didn't retire, which cool.
Yeah.
One of those kind of like I mean, Bobby Green isn't super young, but it's one of those young eats the old type
Mhm.
of one of those things that Bobby Green can say that he beat Jim Miller.
Yeah.
Um, Next one by split decision. This one was actually a pretty close fight. Was Jessica Andrade versus Miranda Rodriguez
Mhm.
or Marina Rodriguez.
This is Andrade.
No, that's Jessica Andrade.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. I've always seen that's like pronounced as Andrade.
So there's supposed to be like an accent there, but it's Jessica Andrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I stand corrected.
I won't. I probably mispronounced the other lady's name incorrectly, but I'm 100% that's Jessica Andrade.
Okay.
But yeah. Sorry. I had Jessica winning.
Mhm.
But I do understand having
The split decision.
the split decision. I don't think you're. I don't think it's like a major upset.
Mhm.
But still, a good fight, fun, entertaining. Now, this next fight fucking pissed me off because Jalen Turner was a fucking retard
Oh yeah.
because he gets a good clean shot on Money Makano and he falls down and he fucking walks away like, oh, job's done. Doesn't fucking go to the ground and finish it. And like, yeah, it truly lost in the
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, in the next round.
With a knockout within the first minute.
Yeah, Moicano fucking knocks him out. Fucking
Fucking puts him to sleep.
yeah. So Jalen Turner, Jalen Turner's so good, and I know
Mhm.
he'll be back. But it was just one of those things that he should have won that
Yeah.
fight without he did.
But he just did a showboaty.
And like here's the thing with UFC 300, Dana wanted to give $300,000 bonuses.
Mhm.
So if someone's offering you a $300,000 bonus, what way to fucking like go like
Lose $300,000.
well, that's a fucking hell of a way to lose $300,000 to fucking. Because I mean, here's the thing: it's one of those you win. You like, if you do it, you're great and you're a
Mhm.
fucking genius. And it's
Yeah.
if you don't, then it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Mhm.
It's just one of those times. It's like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing? You should have followed him down, posted making yourself look cool.
Yeah.
And then pointing at, I think it was Herb Dean, like, hey man, he's out. No, he wasn't. He was
Yeah.
clearly not out. So I don't know how he was the only one that thought he was out. Anyway, that was the early prelims. Starting with the regular prelims, Sadiq Yusuf versus Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez is so fucking good
Mhm.
and such a fan favorite.
Like I caught like the little bit of the highlights.
Yeah, it was a good. I think it was a first round.
Mhm.
Yeah, first round knockout. Especially since like this one was a pretty close fight.
Yeah.
When you're like a lot of people betting wise. I didn't see him knocking him out in the first round, but
Mhm.
it was a good fight nonetheless.
Yeah.
Um,
And then Holly
Holly
Holm,
Holmes got fucking
Kayla
just
Harrison.
got ragdolled by Kayla
Oh yeah.
Harrison.
And like this was the first fight I showed up for.
Yeah,
And like I was sitting there like you were talking about it too, like she looked like death like when she walked out there because of like how much weight she had lost.
yeah. The weight cut was I mean
She
it was
went
30. No,
It was like almost 25-pound weight cut.
yeah, it was like
Because she said
155 to
she sits at 160. She said in
yeah
like an interview,
yeah.
and then she cut down to 135, which is a fucking huge weight drop.
Which I mean Holly, I mean she was trying to. Yeah, she said in a message that she didn't do anything that she wanted to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
Yeah. No
clearly.
shit.
She was trying to like stand and like grapple, not
Yeah.
grapple, but like
Box with
no, I mean like this. So like Holly Holmes is a better like
boxer.
boxer. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in the I think the boxing Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
Um, and she didn't do any of that. She was
Yeah.
clinching and she was trying to take it down. And it's like, what are you
She was
doing?
trying to fight to Kayla Harrison's strengths.
Yeah, no, you gotta fucking, and that's what she said. She's
Yeah.
like, I didn't follow anything in the game plan, and
Hmm.
it shows, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But
And
she
Holly
said she'll be
Holmes like a
back.
fucking legend and
Yeah,
like
she's. I mean, the problem is that she's 42. I don't know how
yeah.
many more fights she's got left in her, but yeah,
Maybe see her for the rest of this year.
it was
Maybe
it was a
one or
fucking nasty. Oh, she might fight
one,
towards the end of
maybe
the
two more
year.
times.
Yeah,
But like, and it's going to be on a pay per view like event.
nah,
Like,
not
well,
like
like
she
she's
could
not going to be part of
headline.
like
It could be a fight night. To be
Yeah.
honest, it could. She could headline a fight night. She's headlined plenty of fight nights before. Um, but yeah,
Like Holly Holm was a name that I knew even before I got in the UFC,
yeah,
and
um,
just because of the Ronda Rousey knockout,
yeah,
and then just like her career in boxing as well too. Yeah, the Kayla Harrison fight, fucking definitely one sided.
yeah. Kayla Harrison is wanting to do. She wants the next title shot versus
Hmm.
Raquel Pennington. You could definitely make the argument for it, especially if
Yeah,
she's a bigger draw than Jessica Pena.
I honestly
So
don't remember much of this fight. I'm gonna
yeah,
be
because
honest
it's
with you.
fucking boring as shit. Fucking
Oh, is this the fucking one that everybody was complaining about?
yeah. So here's the
Okay.
thing. Aljo always has this fucking stigma of being a boring fighter, and he
Hmm.
showed it exactly in this
Yeah.
fight. Because like he would just get on top and just basically do stuff to just maintain control.
Yeah.
Like look at his fucking control time. In a 15-minute fight, he had control
For
for
10 minutes and 43
almost
seconds.
11 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So, and here's the thing: I have no problem with grappling, but
Hmm.
like
Go for the submission.
doing something to like advance the position and
Hmm.
try to. But no, he was just laying on top of him,
Yeah.
and yeah. So boring
Well, I mean,
fight,
he knows
poor
the game.
commentator. Like never was a huge fan of this fight for him,
Hmm.
and fucking Aljo already saying like he deserves it. Like it's like closer to the title. It's like, bro, come on. Like
Yeah.
I
I
think he
think
should fight.
Dana knows too.
Oh, he knows it was a
Yeah.
boring fight, and I mean,
And like, he definitely
Aljo
is.
never does himself any favors for the
Yeah.
company. Like he's never like a big company man
Hmm.
that kind of goes out and tries
Yeah.
to, yeah.
Put on
So
a good show.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I think
Do you know why he might have been put on this card?
he's a former champ, and he's making his like that's his debut in featherweight, and
Hmm.
he wants to control the featherweight title too. I don't think he's gonna fucking do well as a featherweight. Honestly, I think
Really?
when you get closer to the top, it is just full of murderers, and I just
Hmm.
don't foresee him. I can't foresee him beating Taporia, Holloway,
Yeah.
Volkanovski, or fucking Josh Emmett. Fucking, I
Hmm.
can't see him beating any of those guys. Fight of the night, or no, sorry, performance of the night winner. Yuri Prohaska fucking knocked out Alexander Rakic.
Oh, yeah. That was a fucking
He's so
wild.
he's so fucking dangerous, man. Had his chin up in the air, looping shots, which is not fucking anything like new with
It
Yuri.
was completely controlled by your.
No, I mean
Yeah.
fucking Rakic was doing a really good job at the beginning of the fight. I think I gave him that first round. Um but yeah, second round fucking Yuri fucking just I mean, there's just plenty of shots that most people would go down from.
Hmm.
Yuri just ate him and
Yeah.
just kept going. So I I didn't get the chance to say it last week
Hmm.
before because I but it's like so if Jamal beats Pereira, I think it's clear to put Yuri into that next title shot.
Hmm.
But we just saw Yuri versus Pereira. So you're
Yeah.
gonna have to make Yuri wait
Hmm.
and maybe fight someone else
Yeah.
because I think the next fight that they're looking to make is potentially Pereira versus Magomed and Goliath.
Hmm.
But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here.
Okay.
So $3,000 or 300,000 goes to fucking Czech Republic Samurai. So cool.
Okay.
Uh
And then Bo Nickel,
starting out on
and
the
then
main card.
Cody
So
Brunage.
yeah, um, Bo Nickel is a huge favorite going into this.
Yes.
Did you see he thumbs down his own performance?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he was a little bummed. I think he knows the perception that he
Hmm.
gets, and
Put on a
he
show.
wants to put on a show.
Yeah.
He wants to be. Here's the thing: they are promoting him like he's a big star. He
Hmm.
is on his way to be a big star. Um, I think he could definitely do well as a is he a welterweight or oh, excuse me,
Middleweight.
middleweight. Excuse me. Um,
Well, like in this fight, I remember he definitely played to his strengths of like wrestling,
yeah, of course.
which whatever their fighting style is, they're probably going to play more of their strengths.
Yeah,
Unless you're Holly Holm.
I think the thing what Bo Nickel was saying is like I knew I could outbeat him. Like I think he wanted to do more striking
Yeah.
to test out his striking, and then if he was losing in that department,
Then
then switch over
okay.
to the wrestling. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he got a win, and it was a finish.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't beat himself up too much about it. It was not like Calvin Cater versus Aljamain
Yeah.
Sterling. That's a clearly worse fight. Now, a fight I did not exactly see going to fucking.
No, I don't remember it being like why it was a split decision.
So I had it for Sarukian. Well, here's the thing. I like Sarukian is a
Oh.
fucking. Did you see him on his walkout? He like tried to punch two fans.
Yeah.
Did you ever see why?
No.
So he's from Russia, and apparently in Russia, if someone's talking shit to you, you can just punch them.
Yeah, beat the shit out of them.
And he's like, I don't know why you can't do that here.
Yeah.
And it's like, because we have this thing called freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And what you did was assault.
Mhm.
And I think he's lucky that the punch didn't land, because that
Yeah.
would just open himself up to like suing
Mhm.
and potentially getting
A bunch
cut
of
by the
legal problems,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It did more fucking harm than good. Especially since all the guy did was like, I guess, flip him off and said like "fuck you" because he's a Charles
Yeah.
fan. Like that is so fucking harmless.
Yeah.
To like try to fight a guy before you're
But
already
then
going to a cage. It's just
Sarukian's
like,
probably be like, that's soft.
and like
Yeah.
to those guys, it's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. Like you're ready to go fight this guy.
Mhm.
Why are you worried about the crowd?
Yeah.
And you're just opening yourself up to more crowd hate going
Oh,
forward. 'Cause what are
100%.
you gonna do? Just fight everyone? That's
Everybody, you're just
screaming
gonna
at
hop on
you?
the crowd and
Yeah,
just
what are you
start
gonna
fighting
fucking do?
everybody? What are you, Sean Strickland?
No, Strong Strickland didn't do that.
I know, but like,
fucking Khabib did that. He jumped in the crowd and he tried to fight Dylan Dennis. After
wasn't
a
that
fight.
after the McGregor fight?
Yeah, that's after he submitted Connor. Anyway,
This was probably my favorite fight of the night. Was the
I wasn't quite done with.
oh, my bad.
But I think when you're looking at like the striking and the damages, I definitely think Sarukian had more, especially, and then more top control, which
Mhm.
Charles, I think he was just, look at how many submissions. It was 4. I think it was more than 4, but officially it was 4. And how he got out of all 4 of those
Mhm.
are enigma. So
Yeah.
Sarukian, I don't know what they're going to do with him now. He probably has to do another title contender fight
Mhm.
because Dustin Poirier is going to fight.
Oh yeah, this was
Islam.
the fight that started right off the rip to a guillotine,
Yeah.
and then somehow Sarukian fucking got out of that shit
Yes.
right away.
And then at the end of the fight, he was in a fucking.
He was also in another fucking
I believe, is in a triangle choke,
Yep.
and yeah, he fucking also survived that.
survived that for like what, 15 seconds?
It was
It was a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, now we can move to the BMF. Man, so Holloway is originally a featherweight.
Yeah.
He moved up to 155.
Mhm.
And man, he looked
Good.
so fucking good.
So fucking good.
He definitely, and that's the thing. So like for Justin Gaethje, this was a lose-lose for him.
Yeah.
Because you win, cool, you just beat a featherweight.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You lose, you lost to a featherweight,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah. Like the fuck.
And like here's the thing, even if you win off a featherweight, it's like what, you want a title shot after
Yeah.
you beat. Like here's the thing, Max Holloway, legend of the game, definitely a name to hang your
Yeah.
hang your hat on. But
And then also being able to stick in with him though for 5 rounds.
and here's the thing, I think if he viciously KO'd
Yeah.
Holloway, that's something else. But like he
Yeah.
was getting his ass whooped
He did.
all fight.
All the fight.
All the whole
And then
fight.
like he also was eating a good deal of them too. He was fucking staying in there.
And he was, the thing is like I could see the desperation because
Mhm.
he just started loading up and just started trying to throw
Yeah.
like haymakers just to like, hey, I need to
Put something out there.
Yeah.
Like get him
just
off this
trying to hurt.
attack.
But Max was just sharp.
Max
and
had
he
like
was
a
slick
15 punch like
Combo.
combination,
Yeah.
and he's just still standing. And I'm just like, all right, like,
The
all
thing
right.
what I thought Gaethje did a good job in and just kind of got away from it was the leg kicks. I wish they
Yeah.
broke it down by round, but I remember early in the first round they were like, "Oh, look at Max's leg; it's already bruised."
Yeah.
I wish he kept going
For the leg
legs.
kick. Yeah.
Because I think Max was good about coming out, and just staying like
Yeah.
fast. But if you attack the legs, then it's hard to like
Keep on
guard
bouncing in
in,
and out.
guard
Yeah.
out. So and then yeah, dude, fucking. So Max is clearly winning. Hey, what are you doing?
And like,
Clearly winning.
yeah.
Most people would just go like.
I think Justin had 1 round that maybe went to him.
Yeah,
That was like the
people,
4th round.
Most people
Yeah.
gave him 1 round,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah.
when he went around in a 5-round fight, it's not going to be
No.
a fight. So, Max didn't have to do this,
But Max
fucking
call out the
Jen,
ground and pound
which
with the last 10 seconds.
that's the third time he's done it, but the
Yeah.
first time he's actually finished somebody
Yeah.
with doing it, and it was the fucking
Wild.
last possible second,
Literally last second. Fucking overhand right to the fucking
Which
jaw.
sucked for me because I had it as a picked as a decision, and I was 1 second away from a decision. But dude, so the thing that sucks is, um, there's a clip going around. I haven't sought after it, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
But someone like recorded Justin Gaethje's family because they were there,
Yeah.
and they recorded their reaction and like posted about it. And I was like, dude, that's so classless.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, it is so
seeing someone get
scummy.
dropped like that.
Yeah, he fucking landed face first.
Yeah, he fucking crumpled up like he'd fucking just been shot.
Yeah.
And then dropped to the ground.
And
Like
fucking, you watch your kid. That's your kid.
just has to see dad fucking
Ugh.
get crumpled like that.
No. His parents.
Oh, his parents?
His parents.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't have any kids. He has a girlfriend, but yeah, his parents watched
His
him.
parents saw
That was
that?
his parents. They recorded his parents' reaction to
What
it.
the fuck?
Yeah,
All right, that's kind of
that sucks.
yeah.
That
is fuck, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, it opens a lot of doors for Max, and his call out was amazing.
Yeah.
Where he was like, Islam likes to fight fucking featherweights, which is cold because that's pretty much all he's fought on his
journey.
title reign.
Yeah.
No, just his title reign so far. And then fucking when they showed Taporia, he looked so fucking sheepish. He was just like he was literally he was like,
No,
I'm
good.
I'm good. But yeah, so yeah, fucking Max Holloway. I mean, this got fired the night deservingly, and then Max Holloway got another performance bonus of $600,000. $600,000.
I can agree to like getting paid after seeing that fight. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, problem is, it's gonna get taxed all fucking. He lives in Hawaii too.
Oh,
so
Jesus fuck, dude.
Yeah.
This fight.
This one is pretty interesting. I think it was pretty competitive. The thing that was crazy to me is in the first round, she was clearly unconscious.
She was clearly dead.
And we were like, get up.
Get up, you're awake.
So, first time, not first time, but, recent most fucking won a fight twice,
Yeah.
Because it happens from time to time, but yeah. Honestly, and fucking Yan Shannon, I believe. Yan Shannon gave her flowers. I think she won the next 2 rounds. I think she won 2 and 3.
Yep.
And then so she lost the first, won 2 and 3, and then lost 4 and 5. I believe is how I had it.
Well, I think they called it. It was like it says round 5, 5 minutes.
Yeah, so it was a decision.
Yeah.
So it went the distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, a very interesting fight. It was not a bad one.
Yeah. And then this one
is crazy.
Dude, it was
crazy.
Wild.
I love first round. Fucking. But hey, here's the thing. They say it's a nut shot. It looked to me
It looked
like
a little bit higher.
It looked like it was on the belt line. So good call from Prayer.
Yeah.
How cold?
How cold is that?
Nah.
Herb Dean goes like timeout.
He's like looks at the judge.
No.
He's staring
at Jamal.
Yeah. Stop.
Nope.
And he goes, oh, my bad.
And then fucking 1-2 fucking drop.
And then uppercut. And did you see? So they slowed it down. He steps on Jamal's foot, and then the uppercut.
Oh shit!
And then fucking Jamal's not like he's fucking partying the next day.
Mm-hmm. So he's not hurt about it.
I mean, he's clearly definitely disappointed.
Yeah,
but he's definitely celebrating.
Yeah.
And so definitely sucks for him. He was talking a lot of shit. That's one of the things that was just like I've never seen Jamal so like rash and disrespectful. That's a strong word, but like just doing a whole bunch of the stuff that I was just like, dude,
like you better calm down.
Yeah,
if you get embarrassed.
And he fucking the way he went out, dude. That's
my favorite is like I've been seeing like some slow mos of him, and he's like they're talking shit like, dude, you can see his eyes roll, just like on the way down, like I ain't never been hit like this before.
Well, the thing is, it sucks. So like there was this rumor going around that Pereira had it in his contract that if he did short work with Jamal, that he's gonna fight on 301 versus Tom Aspinall. Nothing's been announced yet,
Yeah,
but he did make short work
he definitely
of
did.
Jamal Hill, and he is
Within what, the first 2 minutes?
when fucking Jamal landed
Or no, yeah, the first 3 minutes.
12 strikes, 8 of which were at his legs. Three, like he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. I'm sure his legs might hurt a little, but
Yeah.
plenty enough time for him to rest up and
Be ready for 301.
yeah, I don't think he will. Even though I know he wants to because 301's in Brazil,
Hmm.
so this is his fucking home.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great night for fights.
Oh, dude,
Literally only
100%.
one fight that I was like, dude,
I haven't seen a lot of like in what Data wanted like greatest fighting event of the
yeah,
ever.
yeah. Fucking so many unforgettable moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to see a lot of the good ones too.
Mhm.
And like, I mean, there was good fights in the early prelims, like you said.
Thing, man, if you have an afternoon and you have go back and watch all the fights, man.
Yeah.
The only fight that you can, unless you're a huge Aljo fan, watch that fight. Every other fight you know, go back and watch. Yeah, the Calvin Cater Aljo, that would be the only one that I would skip. Respectfully to the fighters, because you know they are putting their lives on the line.
Oh, thanks, Morph. You said a co-host audio is echoing.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I think it's because yours is turned around. Because this is the
Turned around.
Yeah, that's the front.
That's the front?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
This every time. I've never had it. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. Actually, you're redlining now.
Oh, I'm probably screaming. How do you? Is the gain? Is it this way?
And I'll turn yours down from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll turn you down from here. All right.
It doesn't help. I'm screaming. But
Is that better, more?
that's hilarious. I never knew that there was a front and back. I
Yeah.
thought it was just
No,
the
this is
same.
front, and like you can set it up to like be like all around, or you can
That's
like
what I had it.
directional.
So I thought when I had it, the circle, it was like the whole
Oh,
thing.
that also is probably why it's echoing. It's the fucking because it's also catching mine too.
So how's the way to do it so that?
Well, mine is the butt cheek looking one.
Oh,
We've been doing this whole time.
literally, I've never changed the settings on these. Is that better?
You have it as the
I'm not
as the 8 one.
the butt cheeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Wait. All right, like the semicircles that overlap, or the 8. I have it as the 8.
It's not the 8.
It's not.
It's the one to the left of that.
The Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That looked like more like butt cheeks to me. But
Girlfriend's got no ass, bro.
asshole. And my phone just died, so Morph, I won't be able to see your comments.
Here, I can
Pull up the stream.
yeah, I
Okay.
can pull it up.
We're also like we finished up every
Co-host. Who the fuck they call him co-host?
Motherfucker, we say co-host at the beginning of every episode. But we've already been going for over an hour, dude. We could talk about more about 301 and
They said I'm still echoing, so I guess either I need to.
well, there's also a little bit of a delay too. So
Oh, fair
yeah,
enough.
and also pick up your mic, kind of like how mine is.
Like that.
Yeah, 'cause it like picks it up from this point right here.
I wish someone taught me this before we started this. Literally every episode.
Every
Every
epi-
episode I've always been like this. I'm gonna have to remember this. Is there a
Okay.
Sharpie near you? I'm gonna write it on my fucking mic like front.
I do not have a Sharpie.
Okay.
We could do it later.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about more about UFC next week.
Well, here, do you want to go into
The fight
'cause
night?
I don't think there's a fight this weekend. I believe it's next.
Then let's
So you can scroll. I'm just if you don't mind checking, just so I'm not. So up, and then to the right. Yep. And then it should be the one. Yeah, that one.
because that one is
April.
April 27th, so we got a while.
Yeah, we got a while.
So we'll just talk about that next week then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Okay then. Well then, I think we got back into it.
We're so back.
We're so back,
We're so
dude.
back.
We're so back. That was a shitty dap up. It would have been a lot better if
It
like
was
they heard it. Yeah.
Promise I didn't want to like. We're so back.
And then
Bam.
snack our. Um. Yeah, thank you guys for joining the MattCast again. I almost said Matty Lightcast.
It's fine. I'm just a co-host or whatever.
Yeah, I
but
know, right?
I'm not.
Um,
He said greatly reduced,
much better.
yeah, much
Okay.
better. So, well,
Thanks, Morph.
thanks for telling me.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining the MattCast. I am Matty Light, joined by my co-host,
Literally,
which is an
fucking like the
insult.
last 5 minutes of the show. No
Yeah.
one has said anything. You're the one that's supposed to check our audios.
Well, I've been seeing the audio come up just fine over here. I didn't see it echoing.
Okay.
There's
Well,
like,
I'm not mad at more. Fucking thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But you're the one I'm looking at because you checked the
All
thing.
right. You know what? Suicide it. I'm kidding. That's a joke for legal reasons.
All right.
Yeah.
Go.
Catch you guys next week. Thank you guys all for joining.
Matt's gonna get a tattoo soon.
Yeah.